Hi everybody, Pedro with LTS, and this week's video is going to be a different one. I just got my brand new Resini, a BR460EL, still in the case. We're going to open it up and I'm going to pattern it. I'm going to show you guys how to pattern your gun and self-adjust in case you don't have a gun fitter close to you. So let's take a look at the new gun. So nice Negrini case. Let's open it up. Again, I just got the gun. You get socks, you get paperwork, you get stock bolt wrench, you get sling for your case, you have 3 extended chokes here, and you get 2 more on the gun with your choke tube wrench. Very important. Let's take this baby out and see. So here we have a Resini BR460EL. Look at the wood. Fantastic. Both sides are great. Adjustable comb. My gun, of course, is going to be a little bit too short for me, but fresh out of the box I think will be fine. Let's put this together. Open my top lever, open back here, barrels. Let's take it off and put it together. Again, I did the Resini video a little while back, probably a week, 2 weeks ago, with the comparison with the DT11. I did the 460 a long time ago with the variations of this gun. I ended up getting one because I do like the heavier middle action of the ball style action of the Resini, and the fact that my hands fit really well on the palm swell and the trigger. If you have longer hands, see how my trigger finger does not touch the front of the guard, and I still have adjustments on the actual trigger right here. So let's take a look. Very pretty. See you guys over there. Alright, we're here at the pattern board. So I am about 15-20 yards away from the pattern board. When we make custom stocks and we tell a customer to pattern their gun, there's 2 different things people do. Either they sight their gun, basically you're gonna see if you're gonna shoot it straight or not, or they're actually gonna pattern it. If I close my gun, I get ready mounted, and I line up my beads, that is sighting the gun. You're gonna make sure your barrel shoots straight. That's pretty much it. That whatever the beads are aiming at, it's gonna shoot there. But that's not patterning the gun. When we pattern the gun, I wanna see that how I mount is shooting where I'm looking. So for example, this gun here, when I mount, it's of course about a ½ inch short, but if I mount, I'm not even seeing the pattern board because it's too low for me. That's why the guns usually have an adjustable comb that I use. So let's start here. I want to have a modified or improved modified choke on the bottom, and I want to shoot bottom barrel only. So on this, let's go start, and 1 shell on the bottom only. Look at the pattern board right there. As you can see, it's clean. In this case, it's a grease board. You can try with a cardboard board, whatever you need. So let's take a look here. I'm gonna get ready. I am gonna mount my gun the way I usually mount, looking dead center at the target, which I can't even see. So I am not gonna attempt to shoot that target because I can't even see it. So let's take my shell off and do 1 small adjustment on the comb. So here we have my drench that comes with my gun. I'm gonna grab my comb and I'm gonna lift it up, in my case, because I can't see anything, just enough so I can even see the target. Lift it up, and let's take a look now if I can even see the target now. Okay, here we go. Now I can see the target. So let's start. Grab my shell, bottom, mount my gun. Bingo. 1 shot. I usually like to shoot about 4 or 5 shots because there's small little movements on your gun as you're mounting, so that way you have a nice cluster in the middle. 1 shot's gonna be 60-40 to the left, the other one 60-40 to the right, one above, one below. So, but the cluster is what I'm looking for. In this case, I've shot this gun many times before, so I already know how it shoots. I'm only gonna do 1. So come take a look with me. Let's take a look at the pattern board. I was looking, I didn't even look at the beads when I was shooting it. all I did is mount the gun, look dead center on this hole, and shot. So as you can see, imagine we trace a line right here all the way across, and right here all the way down. So this is my center. I'm at least about 80%, 90% above my target. So in theory, when I'm finishing setting up my gun, I want my front bead to be below my target. And myself, I shoot a 60-40 pattern. So when I put my bead right below the target, I would have a cluster that is about right here, with 60% of my BBs on top of my target, 40% below my point of aim. So now you can see we need to lower my adjustable comb a little bit so I can see it, and I need to push my pattern a little bit to the right. So you guys saw that I'm shooting high and a little bit to the left. So most guns, when you get a gun with an adjustable comb, and if you don't have anybody to fit you and never been fitted before, get one with an adjustable comb. And on the adjustable comb packet, you're gonna have little washers. It is good to use the washers on small increments under your adjustable comb so you know how much you're raising, and also because as you shoot, there's vibration on the gun, vibration on your face. If you don't use washers below your adjustable comb, the comb will come loose and fall down. Resini has a different style of post where they are much flatter than most guns on both sides. So they don't use washers in this case, but a Beretta, a Zoli, Perazzi, they have rounded posts, so it's always good to use the washers. I've been doing fittings for a long time, so I know how much I'm raising up and down. So if you don't know how much you're raising, using the washers, they usually come in about a 16th or an 8th increments is always good. Take your comb off, put one washer in, put your comb out in, and try again. So I cleared already the whiteboard, and we're gonna do it again with a small adjustment on my adjustable comb. I need to lower it a little bit, and it's a good point is wherever you want your pattern to go is where you move your adjustable comb to. So in my case, I was shooting high. I want to shoot lower, so I'm gonna lower my adjustable comb. And I was shooting a little bit to the left, so I wanna go towards the right. So I'm gonna move my adjustable comb towards the right. So let's do a little bit here. Let's start here, and for now, all I'm gonna adjust is my drop. So I'm just gonna lower it a little bit, and I'm not gonna adjust my cast just yet. I am just gonna do the drop. So let's take a look and let's try again. So let's put one shell in, modified choke on the bottom, and ready. Look at that. So let's go take a look at the board. So let's take a look here. Clearly my shot is a lot lower. So that's why it's very important to use washers, because I lowered it a hair too much. Of course, we're all perfectionists on the sport, so it has to be 100% perfect. So if I had my washers here with me, I would be playing with things for about another 10 minutes just to get the perfect length. I am a person that when I mount, I don't like, you're not supposed to anyway finagle yourself for the gun. I just want mount, look dead straight at my target and shoot, and hold my gun supposed to shoot where I'm looking at. So let's trace my R line here again, right here, all the way across and down and down. So look at this. Here is my pattern. So I would say that if I am putting my bead right here, I have about a 60-40, 55-45 pattern. I personally like to shoot a 60-40. So if I had a 16mm washer or 16th of an inch washer or 1/8 of an inch washer, I would put it on just to raise a smidge, because I want to see my entire target. I don't want to cover it at all. So when I'm looking at my target, I can clearly see my target. I'm not looking at my beads at all, but I can tell that my barrel is right below my target, so I can touch it Therefore, my pattern would be just a little bit higher, and that would be perfect for me, a 60-40. Now, we can see on the line here that I have a lot of flyaways over here and a very thick pattern over here. So I need to move my adjustable comb a little bit to the right so I can move my pattern that way. The cluster is more towards the left than it is to the right, so I need to move the cluster towards the right. So let's do it again. Let's clean it up and we're gonna do it again. All right, so we cleared the pattern board. We're gonna try it again. I got my height there. I adjusted the comb a smidge higher. So now I need to adjust the adjustable comb for cast. So again, wherever I want to go is wherever I want my pattern to go is where I'm gonna move my adjustable comb to. So let's get a wrench, remembering that I want my pattern to go to the right. So I am gonna take my adjustable comb off, and that is why it's so important to have the washers, because I'm screwed right now because I don't have washers. So I'm hopefully gonna put it on the same exact spot when I take it out. If you have washers, as soon as you put it back, you'll be good to go. So let's take a look here. Adjustable combs, they have small little lines, small little increments. Highly suggest that you use the small increments on this gun, and that is why we do 5 shots at a time. Again, I have patterned a whole bunch of guns already over the years, so I'm used to this movement and I can see it. But if you're doing it yourself and you haven't patterned a whole bunch of guns, it's important to use the little lines that are on top, moving one line at a time. If you need a tremendous amount of cast, you can start already 3 or 4 lines, but you'll get the point that small little adjustments make a whole lot of difference. So what I usually shoot about 1/8 of an inch cast off at the nose. So let's put it right on 1/8 of an inch right here. Perfect. Which is my case, the second little line over top and second line on the front. Perfect. All right, let's get our comb back. And see, I don't have washers, so I have to basically gauge where you was. You can't put washers on the Resinis ones if you buy them, but they come without. So I'm gonna adjust it right there. 1, 2, and let's try our last shot. I think this will be perfect. And let's go here. Mount. One more time. Actually, this is a very good example. Come see this. I moved the gun before I shot. I wasn't ready. And look at our pattern. That is as terrible as it gets. I am way below. I am way to the right. That's all because I didn't do my proper mount. So that's why redoing your mount, making sure it's perfect every time, it is important. We're gonna clean it up and do it again. All right, we cleaned it up, that mess. Let's try it again. Nice and smooth. Let's take a look. All right, so here we go. My center, here is my cluster, center, middle. So I didn't use the washers because I don't have any with me. And I put the comb where I thought it was perfect, which clearly now I'm shooting a 70-30. But look now how perfectly it is on side to side for my cast. So I moved 1/8 of an inch over my adjustable comb, and now my cluster couldn't be more perfect on the center. You're always gonna have flyaways, and this is where the conversation for which chokes are better. We want these flyaways to be all in the middle. So that's where a very good choke, a company that specializes in making chokes, that produces chokes for competition, is very good to get. So my pattern is in the middle, my cast is perfect. I clearly shot a 70-30 pattern, but I like to see my entire clay. I'm gonna leave it this way. We're gonna go to the range, we're gonna go shoot some clays, and we're gonna see if it worked. See you guys in a little bit. All right, everybody, so we adjusted the gun, put our drops correct, we put our cast correct. So now I have basically a brand new gun with brand new dimensions. I'm not gonna get my new gun with my new dimensions and try to run a course with it. I'm a firm believer of do the adjustments that you need, and then go to find an easy station. Go shoot some trap. You need to get accustomed to your new gun and your new dimensions. So running a course or shooting some 60-yard target, it's a pretty hard target already with a gun that fits you well and you are familiar with. So on a brand new gun, brand new dimensions, choose some easy targets. Shoot a few times just to get accustomed to your new changes that you have made to the gun, and if it's a new gun, to get accustomed to the gun. So I have target, for example, B and C here, or straight outgoing targets. I'm just gonna put some rounds through them to get accustomed to the recoil, to get accustomed to my line of sight, my picture, everything that I need to know in order to go shoot those harder targets. So let's just try it out. All right, I shot a few targets. I recognize the recoil, the movement of the gun, my line of sight. I'm done. I'm happy with my dimensions. I'm happy the way it's set up. Of course, the gun is about, in this case, for me, it's about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch too short. I will have that adjusted at the shop. But now you know how to adjust your adjustable comb for drop and cast using a pattern board. Don't rush it. It takes a while. Small, very small increments, a 1/16 to an 1/8 at a time, it will get you there. Once you finalize your adjustments, goes to an easy station, blast a whole box through it. As if you're satisfied, you're done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful because I do get this question all the time. How do I set it up myself? So now you have it. If you like the videos, if you're enjoying the channel, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. The LTS merch continues to be great. People are loving it. If you want, the link is below this video, and I will put the link to the BR460 EL from Resini. If you like the gun, get one because it's awesome. Thank you.